Joining now is tonight's panel, Bill Press, A.B. Stoddard, John Harwood, and Michael Medved. Michael Medved, is that the kind of protest that will be effective for Republicans in trying to stop or slow down health care reform, or does it seem kind of hysterical and over the top?
The latter. I mean, clearly we're not going to do this by carrying signs or talking about Obama's birth certificate or any of that. What we're going to have to do is rely on more strong leadership from the Republicans, particularly in the Senate. And I'm sort of encouraged John McCain, for one, speaking out strongly against this, and Governor Pawlenty on the state level had an outstanding piece today, and offering positive alternatives, which I think is going to be crucial to Republican success.
John Harwood, is that the way you see Republicans strategizing this thing, that they have to at least look constructive as they're steering their way through it?
You know, I think we're in a total war situation on both sides. Democrats are pulling out all the ammunition, advocacy groups and Democrats, and they're going to have to live with what's coming from the other side, including people shouting at town meetings. Some of the stuff can be refuted. So there's been an argument going around about a tape that supposedly shows Obama favored abolishing private insurance. It's not true. Actually, Obama was talking about the end of employer-provided insurance, which is different. But I think the toughest thing, Lawrence, they got to deal with is one you talked about earlier with Mark Warner, and that is the issue of end-of-life care and the concerns that people have about being told to die. And the reason is there's a grain of truth to it. If anybody's serious about controlling costs in the long run, something's got to be done about curbing end-of-life care that has only marginal impact on people's lives.
Bill Press, how do the Democrats counter these kinds of demonstrations? If they make their own signs and make their own noise, doesn't the whole debate get drowned out?
You know what? I would pay them to do it, Larry. I just think encourage them. More of the same. Because, you know, the Republican Party today, let's face it, they're anti-stimulus, anti-health care, anti-cash for clunkers, anti-Sonia Sotomayor, and they think Obama was born in Kenya. End of story.
A.B., does it matter whether these protests are organized or spontaneous? I mean, isn't it just the video that ends up on the local news that does the damage here?
It doesn't matter at all, and the fact is that the only goal for the Republicans right now is to scare people off of this, to depress voter support for this, so that when they come back in September, it's even harder than the chaos for the Democratic Party, than the chaos we just witnessed on Capitol Hill for the last month. All they have to do is say, this is going to be terrifying, this is a risky experiment. They don't have to be constructive right now. Remember who turns out in midterm elections, Lawrence? The angry, okay? African Americans are not going to turn out at the rate they did last year. Neither are young people. People who carried marginal Democrats in formerly Republican districts. It'll be a very tough year for Democrats next year.
All right, that's all the time we have for tonight.